his rap sheet yesterday on Aaron Rodgers. It sounds like he's down to the Steelers and the Giants. I read today that money's not important to Aaron Rodgers. It's about,
of course not.
It's about fit.
Yeah.
And it's about all these other things. It's totally not about money with Aaron Rodgers.
Like, which team can I get Alan Lazard and Nathaniel Hackett? We now got to convince Devontae Adams to demand a trade from the Rams.
Money's beneath Rodgers.
He doesn't even care about money.
No,
he doesn't spend actual money.
He's not leveraging these two teams against each other for the most money and the best deal. It's just about fit.
No.
So I hope he's using the Giants to get what he wants from the Steelers. That is my hope. It would align with DK Metcalf coming to Pittsburgh. Like, why would Metcalf agree to go to Pittsburgh without a quarterback? I mean, maybe the contract was just that good. Maybe.
Yeah.
But you have to imagine they gave him some indication of who was going to be playing QB.
You know what's weird is he gets along well with Russell Wilson. You see there's a story, you know, how I'm the WAG expert. Russell Wilson and Ciara introduced DK Metcalf to his, I don't know if it's his wife or girlfriend.
Careful. Robert Kraft over here, yeah.
His significant other
was
introduced to him by Ciara and Russell Wilson.
Didn't know that.
So if Russell Wilson was
Ciara,
still
of course, the noted pop star, not from Traders and Summerhouse.
No, not that Ciara.
No, different Ciara.
We talked about her on the latest episode of #Dork, which you can get right now.
Sure did.
Traders Season 3 with Jones and me and Shime and Max. So it was very good.
I didn't realize that there's a connection to Russell Wilson, though. In fact, I assumed he played wide receiver with Russell Wilson. He probably hated him, is what I thought.
Well, maybe he does, and maybe he doesn't care about who the quarterback is. And he said like they'll figure it out. But if Russell Wilson was still there, it seems like it might make a little bit more sense. But yeah, as a Patriots fan, you want Aaron Rodgers on the Steelers,
no doubt.
Like, please, not the Giants. Make them draft someone.
You hope he's just leveraging New York and he'll go to Pittsburgh. That's the hope, and my guess is that's where he winds up.
The Giants taking Rodgers, as a quick aside, would be one of the dumbest moves in football. Based on like what he has left in the tank, based on what you are as a franchise.
Look who's running things there. And I don't mean Dayball, who I know you like. I mean Joe Shane.
No, I know. He could.
Like,
imagine that to that fan base, which is great because I hate the Giants, but to be like, hey, we had Saquon Barkley. He wanted to stay here. We didn't re-sign him. He wins the Super Bowl with Philadelphia, and now we're going to get Aaron Rodgers, who all the Jets fans in town hate because he ruined the franchise for a year and a half, but we think we can make something out of him. Like, what would their ceiling be if Aaron Rodgers played for the Giants next year?
5 wins.
Yeah,
something like that. What did he win with the Jets last year? Like 5 or 6?
4?
Was it that low?
No. Well, how many games did he win? Actually, he played more games than I thought.
Good question. The Jets last year won 5. I'd pencil in the Giants for about that.
Yeah, like, what is the point of that?
So I would call Aaron Rodgers the key to the Patriots draft right now.
I don't hate that.
The key. Right now, the Titans need
skeleton key.
The Titans need a quarterback. I think they're going to take Cam Ward 1. Doesn't mean he's the best player in the draft, but for them, he's their biggest need. The Browns traded for Kenny Pickett, which is another way of saying they need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay? Deshaun Watson hurt, terrible, bad guy.
Yep.
They're trading for Kenny Pickett. They need a QB at 2. Maybe it's Shedeur Sanders. The Giants need a quarterback if they don't get Aaron Rodgers at 3. And you desperately need 2 quarterbacks to go in the top 3. Keefe, you said before, maybe 3 could go in the top 3.
I still think this is my warm take with 43 days, 7 hours, 4 minutes, and 53 seconds until the 2025 NFL Draft.
50.
More likely,
49.
3 quarterbacks go in the top 3 than 1.
I like it.
If I had to bet, it probably would be 2, but more likely 3 than 1.
I don't think that's a warm take. I think that's a blazing take. I like that.
Too hot.
Yeah, too hot for TV is what that is. This was crystallized, though. Aaron Rodgers, the key to the Patriots draft, by Field Yates. He put out a mock yesterday. Nice. He had Cam Ward 1, Travis Hunter 2, Shedeur Sanders 3 to the Giants.
Oh, look who's available here.
Darth Vader himself, Abdul Carter.
He's in the back of the tank right now. I know he's not 100%, but you sit in that thing for a little bit. You will be.
And not only the mock, but what Field Yates wrote. He said, no team should be rooting harder for 2 quarterbacks to go in the first 3 picks than the Patriots. Then they'll get their choice between Carter and Hunter. Now, I did hear Shime and Curtis and everybody else on the Greg Hill show yesterday talking about this, and Curtis made an interesting point. Is Yates doing the Patriots a solid, trying to influence things or whatever? I mean, maybe.
It's possible, but I don't think it's crazy to say 2 quarterbacks go in the top 3, and then the one team that doesn't take a quarterback chooses Hunter over Carter. I'd take Hunter over Carter. I'd take either one.
I would take Carter over Hunter, but it's close. And I want those 2 more than anybody else in the draft.
Don't you think out of 32 GMs, it might be pretty split?
Yeah.
Maybe 16, 16, 20, and 12, whatever. Like I think there'd be a debate between those 2. And then, so the Raiders got a quarterback. So at 5, it's, as far as teams that might trade up to be like, hey, we'll leapfrog the Pats, grab a quarterback. Jaguars probably should take one, but they don't really need one. The Raiders got one. The Jets still could be in play.
You think the Jets are going to sign Justin Fields and trade up for a quarterback?
Nah,
I don't.
Probably just keep, Carolina at 8, Saints at 9, Bears at 10. So it does kind of fall off a little bit.
Saints to me are a potential trade up.
Yeah.
But the other ones, I think those teams, the
Raiders and Jets were, and now probably aren't.
The trade up teams are outside of maybe New Orleans, but all three teams in front of you need a quarterback. That's good for the Pats. 617-779-7937. Where does Aaron Rodgers wind up? He's the key to the Patriots draft, if you ask me. You can weigh in here on the phones. We have the grab bag on the way at 1:30. We have Clip du Jour on the way, 1:45. WEEI Afternoons live today at Scores.
All right.
Leading up to the Celtics and the Thunder. Terp's going to join him at 3:30.
Pure Hoops, 3:30.
Hart, Fitzy, Ted, all on the way there at Scores today, right down by the Garden, just steps away. So if you're looking for a spot to go before the game, stop by and say hello to the guys. Coming up next, let's get to the latest on Cooper Kupp. One updated report, Ian Rappaport with some intel on Cooper Kupp as well, leading up to the start of the league year at 4 o'clock, the official start of free agency at 4 o'clock. We'll do that next.